वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। वागर्थाविव सम्पृक्तौ वागर्थप्रतिपत्तये जगतः पितरौ वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ। येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनो भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। अल्पाक्षरं वसन्दिग्धं सारवद्विश्वतोमुखम्
अल्पाक्षरमसन्दिग्धं
अल्पाक्षरमसन्दिग्धं
सारवद्विश्वतोमुखम्
सारवद्विश्वतोमुखम्
अस्तोभं अनवद्यं च सूत्रं सूत्रविदो विदुः।
अस्तोभमनवद्यं
अस्तोभमनवद्यं
च
च
सूत्रं
सूत्रं
सूत्रविदो
सूत्रविदो विदुः।
उक्तानुक्तदुरुक्तानां चिन्ता यत्र प्रवर्तते
उक्तानुक्तदुरुक्तानां
उक्तानुक्तदुरुक्तानां
चिन्ता
चिन्ता
यत्र
यत्र
प्रवर्तते
प्रवर्तते
तं ग्रन्थं वार्तिकं प्रागुभूवार्तिकज्ञा मनीषिणः।
तं
तं
ग्रन्थं
ग्रन्थं
वार्तिकं
वार्तिकं
प्राहुः वार्तिकज्ञा
प्राहुः
मनीषिणः
मनीषिणः।
प्रत्यया शिवसूत्राणि आदेशा आगमस्तथा
प्रत्यया शिवसूत्राणि
प्रत्ययाशिवसूत्राणि आदेशा
आदेशागमास्तथा
आगमास्तथा
धातुपाठो गणपाठ उपदेशाः प्रकीर्तिताः।
धातुपाठो
धातुपाठो गणपाठः
गणपाठोपदेशा
उपदेशा
प्रकीर्तिताः
प्रकीर्तिताः।
अथ तृतीयोऽध्यायः प्रथमः पादः।
अथ
अथ
तृतीयोऽध्यायः
तृतीयोऽध्यायः प्रथमः पादः
प्रथमः पादः
कृत्याः
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 तव्यत्तव्यानि यरः
तव्यत्तव्यानीयरः
तव्यत्तव्यानीयरः
वसेस्तव्यत्कर्तॄणिच्च
वसेतव्यत्कर्तरीणि च
वसेस्तव्यकर्तरि च
अचो यत्
चोयत्
अचोयत्
तकिशसि व्यतीयति जनिभ्यो यद्वाच्यः
तकीशसि
तकीशसि
व्यतीयति जनिभ्यो
यतिर्जनिभ्यो
यद्वाचः
यद्वाचः
अनो वा तद्वतश्चेति वक्तव्यम्।
अनो वा तद्वदश्चेति
तद्वदश्चेति
वक्तव्यम्।
वक्तव्यम्
ओरधुपतात्
पोरधपदा
होरधुपधात्
शकीसहोश्च
चकिसहोश्च
शकीसहोश्च
गदमदच्चरयमश्चानुपसर्गे
गदमदचरयमश्चानुपसर्गे
पदमचारयमश्चानुपसर्गे
चरेराङ्गिचा गुरौ सुक्षवा आश्चर्यम् आचर्यम्
चरेरङ्गि
चरेराणि
चौरौ
चागुरौ
सुक् च वा
सुप्तवा आश्चर्यम्
आश्चर्यम्
आचर्यम्
आचर्यम्
अवद्यपन्यवर्या गर्ग्यपनितव्या निरोधेषु
अवद्यपन्यवर्यागर्ह्यपणितव्या
अवद्यपणितव्यानिरोधेषु
निरोधेषु
वह्यम् करणम्
वह्यङ्करणम्
वह्यङ्करणम्
अर्यस्वामि वैश्ययोः
अर्यस्वामिवैश्ययोः
उपसर्या काल्या प्रजने
पसर्याकाव्या प्रजने
काव्या प्रजने
अजर्यं संगतम्
अजर्यं
अजार्यं
संगतं
सङ्गतं
वदस्सुपीख्यप् च
वदस्सुपीक्ष्यश्च
वदस्वीक्षश्च
भुवो भावे
भुवो
भुवो
भावे
भावे
हनस्त च
हनस्तच
हनस्तच
एतिस्तु शास्त्रधृजुषक्यप्
इतिस्तुषा
एतिस्तुषास्वृदृशुषः
वृद्धिषुषक्यप्
क्यप्
ऋदुपदा चाकपिच्छ्रुतेः
ऋदुपधा चाक्लिपितेः
मृदुपदाचाक्लिप्तेः
ईचखनः
ईचखनः
ईचघनः
भृङ्योऽसंज्ञायाम्
भृङ्योऽसंज्ञायां
भृङ्योऽसंज्ञायां
मृजेर्विभाषा
विजृम्भाषा
विजृम्भाषा
राजसूयसूर्य वृषोद्यरुच्यकुप्यकृष्टपच्या व्यथ्याः
राजसूयसूर्यमृषोद्यरुच्चकुप्यवृष्ट कृष्टपचाव्यथव्याः
भिद्योद्यौ नदे
विद्यो
विद्योद्यौ
द्वियो
नदे
पुष्यसिद्ध्यौ नक्षत्रे
पुषसिद्ध्यो
पुष्यसिद्ध्यौ
नक्षत्रे
नक्षत्रे
विपूय विनीय चित्या मुञ्जकल्कहलिषु
विपूय
पूजनीयजित्या
विनीय जित्या
मुञ्जकल्पहलिषु
इञ्जकल्पहलिषु
प्रत्यपिभ्याम् गृहेश्छन्दसि
प्रत्यभिभ्यां
प्रत्यभिभ्यां
ग्रहेश्छन्दसि
ग्रहे छन्दसि
अदास्वैरिबाह्या पक्ष्येषु च
पदास्वैरिबाह्यपक्ष्येषु
पदास्वैरिबाह्यपक्ष्येषु
च
च
विभाषाकृवृषोः
भाषाकृवृषो
विभाषकृवृषोः
युग्यम् च पत्रे
युग्यं
युग्यं
च
च
पत्रे
पत्रे
अमावस्यदन्यतरस्याम्
अमावस्यदन्तरस्यां
छन्दसि निष्टर्क्य देवहूय प्रणीयोन्नीयोच्छिष्यमर्यस्तर्याध्वर्यकन्यकान्य देवयज्ञा पृच्छ्य प्रतिशीव्य ब्रह्मवाद्यभाव्यस्ताव्योपचाय्य प्रणानि
छन्दसि
छन्दसि
निष्टकार्य
नष्टकार्य
देवहूय
देवहूय प्रणीयो
नियोच्छिष्यमर्यस्तर्याध्वर्यकन्यकान्यदेवयज्ञा पृच्छार्य प्रतिशीव्य ब्रह्मवाद्यभावस्ताव्योपचार्य गृणानि
ऋहलोर्ण्यत्
हृहलोर्म्यते
रो ओरावश्यके
होरावश्यके
होरावश्यके
आसु युवपिरपि लपि त्रपि चमश्च
आसुयूपपीरपीलपीत्रपी चमश्च
आसूयुपपीरपीचमश्च
आनै आनाय्यो नित्ये
आनाय्यो
आनायोनित्ये
नित्ये
प्रणाय्यो सम्मतौ
प्रणायो
प्रणाय्यो
सम्मतौ
सङ्गतौ
पायसान्नाय निकाय धाय्यामानहविर्निवाससानिधेनिषु
पायसान्नायनिकाय धायमानहविर्निवाससान्निधेनीषु
पायसान्नायनिकायधायमानहविर्निवाससानिधेनेषु
क्रतौ कुण्डपायसञ्चायौ
क्रतौ
क्रतौ
कुण्डपायसञ्चायौ
कुण्डपायसञ्चायौ
अग्नौ परिचाय्योपचाय समोक्ष्याः
अग्नौ
अग्नौ परिचार्योपचार्य
परिचायसमूह्याः
समूह्याः
चित्याग्निचित्ये च
चित्याग्निचित्ये च
चित्याग्निचित्ते च
झोऽन्तः
झोऽन्तः
जन्तः
अदभ्यस्तात्
दभ्यस्तात्
अभ्यस्तात्
आत्मनेपदेषु अनतः
आत्मनेपदेषु
आत्मनेपदेशतः
अनतः
अचोन्त्यादिति
अचौन्त्यादिर्टि
अचोन्त्यादिति
चितात्मनेपदानां ठेरे
कृतात्मनेपदानां
कृतात्मनेपदानां
तेरे
तेरे
हासस्से
हासस्से
आतो ङितः
थासस्ये
आतोनितः
अतोऽणितः
लोपोर्व्यो बली
लोपोर्व्यो
व्योपोर्व्यो
बलि
बलि
अत दीर्घो यङि
अतो
अतो दीर्घो
दीर्घो यङि
यणि
नित्यं ङितः
नित्यं
नित्यं
नितः
ङितः
इतश्च
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 तस्थस्थमिपां तान्तन्तामः
तस्थस्थमिपां
तस्थस्थमिपां
तान्तन्तामः
तान्तन्तामः
लङ् लङ् लुङ् लङ् लङ्षु अट्वदातः
लुङ्
लङ्
लङ्
लङ् लिङ्षु
लृक्षो अट्
अट्नुदातः
उदातः
Adajadinam
Ardajadhinam
Adina
Namangyo Atascha
Atashta
Atascha
Namangyoge
Mang
Mang
Yogi
Yoge
Mangilung
Mang Luk
Mang
Smottare Langcha.
Motare
Motare
Langcha.
Langcha.
For Titlakara, we have seen the sutra Jontaha. That is the only sutra for Parasmai Padapratyaya. Tiptas G. Jontaha. For Atme Pada, Titaha Atme Padanam Tere, Tasasse, Ato Nitaha, Jontaha. How many sutras? Ato Dirgo Yagi. 5 sutras are applicable, right?
Yes.
Yes or no? So 5 sutras are there for the derivation of the Atmanepada Pratyas from the original Pratyata, Atam, Jata, Satam, the Mitvagi Maging. And only one sutra for deriving the Letlakara Parasmipada Pratyat from Tiptashri Siptasta Mitpasmas. The sutra is Jontaha. Only one sutra. So 1 plus 5, 6, total 6 sutras for Letlakara, right? Similarly,
Yes.
from the original Pratyat, we are going to derive the pratyas corresponding to lang lakara will be takara tam an, sakara tam ta. What happens in lang lakara? What is the original pratyaya? Parasmai pada, let us take first. Atmane pada pratyaya, there is no big change. It's almost same. Parasmai pada. See, in let lakara, for let lakara, parasmai pada pratyaya, there is no big change, only jontaha. Only atmane pada pratyaya, only we have 5 sutras. For lang lakara, Parasmai Pada Pratyaya undergo changes. For Atmane Pada Pratyaya, there is no much change. Ta Atam Ja. Jonta is applied. Right? Ta Satam Dvam. It is there as it is. Then it Vagi Maging. Same thing. For Lang Lakara, Atmane Pada Pratyayas are same as the original Pratyayas. For Lat Lakara, Parasmai Pada Pratyayas are same as the original Pratyayas. You understand? For Lat
Yes.
Lakara, Atmane Pada Pratyayas undergo changes. That involves 5 sutras. For lang lakara, parasmai pada pratyas, the original parasmai pada pratyas undergo changes for which sutras we are going to see. Understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now, what are the original pratyas? Yeah.
Sharanji, I have a question about the sutra Lopo Vyorvali
Hmm.
because
Oh, that also
so,
almost sutra is the lopo of your vali. Yes. So 5 plus 1,
because
6 sutra we can take. Yeah.
looking at the Ashadhyai,
Hmm.
I don't understand in how we know in which situation this sutra is applied because he it only says that vakara yakara will be lopa if followed by vali, but it's not in any situation. How do you know
When followed by val letters, yakara, vakara will go away.
at
That's it.
any situation?
Any vakara or yakara when followed by val, that vakara, yakara will go away. There in any situation. Why any situation?
Inward.
Of course, in a word, in a pada, in a shabda,
No, anyone.
anyone. Pratyaya, shabda, pada,
Okay.
anything you take. The general sutra, it is, that is why, you remember, what is sutra lakshanam? Sutra lakshanam is alpaksharam,
Asandigdha.
asandigdam, saravat. Next
Vishwatom.
one is
Shrutam.
Vishwatom.
vishwatomukam. The sutra is applicable in different contexts, different situations. Wherever you have such situations, where yakara and vakara followed by a vowel letter, that becomes lopaha, right?
Okay.
So any situation, lop or vyovali, happen. Even even if you take, you have okay. Um, who, who is replaced by vakara? You take for example. Okay, you take the example of
Aí. Faz uma pergunta muito difícil e caiu tudo.
Porque quando eu fui olhar no chat aí, não tem nenhum anuvrite, né? Esse sutra.
Vamos ver. Mas naquele site, STDI, aí estou vendo aqui, ele coloca vários tipos de exemplos que fogem um pouco disso
sorry,
também.
I'm not sure whether it is recorded or should I cut this and then do? How is it?
It's recording.
It's
It's
recording,
saying
huh?
recording.
Okay,
Okay,
let's
it is
see, huh?
saying recording.
Same
Yes,
recording. Okay,
I
fine.
will.
Sorry, I was about to show some table, but table is not the Guru Shabda. Okay, I will type here and show you.
Yes.
So this is one place where we are seeing Tinganta context. That is why Tinganta example. Oh, okay. Sorry, 1 minute. Here, you take the example of the Guru Shabda, for example. Guru is Guru plus Os, for example. Guru Shabda. N Sandhi will happen. Guru or Guru Shabda or Pati Shabda, whatever. Guru Shabda. N Sandhi will happen. U plus O. U plus Os. U plus O, U will become Vakara. This is right?
Yes.
Um, yeah. So when we do N Sandhi, Guru plus Os, Guru Voho, right? Lopaha Vyor Vali. Yeah, Vipanachi. Okay. Not Guru Shabda. You have to take some Guru because here Epa is Pati is Ikara. Get stock example is I'll take a stock example. I was looking for that. Vayu Shabda or Manyu Shabda. Manyu. So Man. Who is replaced? Now Yakara. Yakara is followed by a vowel. But here it will, what will happen? Here it will not happen. Okay, this is okay. This is some other place. Sorry, it's the wrong example. Here there is a place where Yakara, Vakara. There is another thing. Shamita. Sorry, this is not the place where it will happen. So there are places in even in other situations it will happen. We don't see here. I will come across. I will tell you. Okay. So,
No problem.
but it's a good example. Manu there it doesn't happen apply because of some other that the strength, the Bagiranga, Antaranga we say because of that. Anyway, that is not required for us. So this context situation is not there. Any situation. That's what Vishwato Mukham I said. Whichever context, wherever it is. So Vakara Yakara when followed by a vowel, this Yakara Yakara will drop. It's a rule. Okay.
Okay.
Whatever may be the situation. Okay. The sutra doesn't have any other significance. Vakara Yakara when followed by a vowel goes away. That's it. There is no such I mean any special thing attached to that sutra.
Mhm.
Now, coming back to this Tiptashi Sittasta. For Lang Lakara, if you see, in original pratyaya, we are getting takara tam, tam, and sakara tam, ta, va, ma. So what happens here, you can see. For Pratama Purusha Ekavachanam and Madhyama Purusha Dvivachanam, Madhyama Purusha Bhagavachanam, and Uttama Purusha Ekavachanam. Tam, tam, ta, sorry, tam, tam, ta, these are the adesha coming in the place of tas, thas, ta, mip, right? Here, what was the pratyaya? Tip, tas, di, tas, sip, thas, ta, thas, and mip was mas. So here it was, original pratyaya was tas, tas, thas, ta, mip, replaced by tam, tam, ta, right? This is what the sutra just now we chanted. Tas, tas, tamipam, tan, tan, tamaha. It's called dancing sutra. It's like some dancing. So here we chanted just now. This is the one. Tas tas tamipam tan tan tamaha. Tam tam ta will be the replacement in the place of the four pratyas. This happens for nit lakaras. That is why you will see all the nit lakaras for parasmay pada. This original pratyaya tas is that tas thas ta mit replaced by tam tam ta and This is number one change. These are the original pratyas. Another thing you can observe. What happened? Another thing. Tip becomes takara. So tip becomes, that is T become takara. It means what happened? That E has
T
gone.
was
E, not T,
T, yeah.
E.
Oh.
So E goes away. In here also, Anti was, that E goes away. Jontaha is applied. G is replaced, Jakara is replaced by Anti you get, E goes away. Therefore, you will have Ant, right? Ant, this is at the end of the Padam. Sayoganta Silopaha, by that Takara also goes away. Therefore, you get Ant. So, E goes away. Here goes away. E also goes away. Here and here, what we have Sip. Sip also C. C is E. E goes away. Right? And here already we have Adesha, we have done. Right? And last class we saw, what is that? Uttama Purushasya, Sa Uttamasya, that sutra. Sakara of the Uttama Purusha pratyaya will drop. Sa uttamasya. That's because we saw. Remember, sakara goes away.
Yes.
So these are the sutras applied. Now, Tasta Samipam, the sutra, just I showed you what we chanted now. Now, next sutra here, Itascha. Itascha means Ikara of the pratyas will drop. Lopaha bhavati, 3, 400. What is Nityam Nitaha? That is what we saw in the last class. Uttama
Sakara would drop.
Purushasya, Sakarasya, Lopaha, Nityam for Nitlakara goes away. And 3, 400 says, for the pratyas, the Ikara which is there, right, at the end, that will drop. And the next sutra says, Tastas Tamipam Tam Tam Tamaha, Pratham Purusha Ekavachanam, Madhyam Purusha Dvivachanam, and Bhagavachanam, Uttam Purusha Ekavachanam will be replaced by Tam, Tam, Ta, and respectively. And for Lang Lagara, here we have Lung Lang Ringshu At Udataha. That is, At Agama will come for the Dhatus. Agama for the Dhatu, not for the Pratyaya. And if the Ajadi Dhatu, then At Agama will come. If At Agama comes, Atashcha by the Sandhi Sutra, Vriddhi will happen. So these are the sutras applied for Lang Lakara. How many sutras? 3 plus 3 is 6 for Parasmai Pada Pratyas. Atmane Pada Pratyas, we have only one. What is that? Jontaha. Right? Ta Atam Ja, Tas Atam Dvam, it Vahimagin, same as the original Pratyaya. So Atmane Pada Pratyas do not change for Lang Lakara. It is remains same as it is. Only Parasmai Pada Pratyas, the original Pratyas, from the original pratyas, we get these pratyas corresponding to Lang Lakara, Parasmai Pada pratyas by the application of these 6 sutras. Number 1, Jontaha. Number 2, Itascha. Number 3, Nityam Nitaha, Lopaha Bhavati. Number 4, Tastastamipam Tantan Tamaha. Right? Number 5, At Agama. If it is Ajadi Dhatu, At Agama. If At Agama comes, Sandhi will apply Atashcha. That's it. Now, then we get the Lang Lakara Pratyas. You understand? So now we will see one by one. So only Parasmai Pada Pratyaya we need to know. Okay, now what is the sutra we have to see? In the last class we saw Nityam Gitaha. Nityam Gitaha, the sutra itself will not make any sense. You have to see the sutra pata for which the Anuvritti is Sa Uttamasya from the previous sutra. What is Sa Uttamasya? Sa Uttamasya is Sakara of the Uttama Purusha Pratyaya. Uttama Purusha. Uttama Purusha is, where is Sakara in Uttama Purusha? For Atmane Pada or Parasmai Pada, how do we know? Tatam Jat Asatam It Vahi Mahi. Where is Sakara? In Atmane Pada Pratyaya. Do we have? Not there. So Sakara Uttama Purusha, where it is there? Sipta Shi, Sipta Sta Mip, Vas and Mas. Only in Parasmai Pada we have. So therefore, Sa Uttamasya, that coming as Anuvritti for the Nityam Nitaha Sutra, that shows that it is for the Parasmai Pada Pratyaya. Sa Uttamasya coming as Anuvritti. What happens? Lopaha also. Nityam always. For Nitlakara, Uttama Purusha Pratyaya. Sa is Sakara what? Uttamasya, Uttama Purushasya Pratyasya, Antima Varnasya Sakarasya Lopaha Bhavati for Nitlakaras. Right? Understand? Next sutra is Itascha. What is Itascha? Ikara. Itaha means it. Itaha Lopaha Bhavati. Itaha is a stani. What is Itaha means? Pratipadika means it. It means E. The E will drop. That also E is last letter E, not any other letter. Right? The Ikara at the end of the Pratyaya, like tip, sip, that will drop. Don't ask for MIP, because MIP is already replaced by what? Tastastamipam Tantan Tamaha. So MIP also E is there. Right? That will need not be dropped, because it is replaced by is replaced by MIP. Sorry, MIP is replaced by Shamitam. Tastamipam, Tantan Tamaha. Now we will see one by one. We will understand. Nityam Nitaha, which we saw. Sakara of the Uttama Purusha Pratyaya of the Nit Lakara. What happens? It is Lopaha. What are the Nit Lakaras? How many Nit Lakaras are there? 4 plus 1, 5. Lung, Ling, Lung, and Rin. For all these Lakaras, it happens. Even for Lot Lakara also happens, because Lot Lakara, even though it is not Git Lakara, but Lot is like a lung. That's one sutra is a Lotaha Langvat. So therefore, by saying that like lung, Lot also will follow the same set of rules. So it happens for Lot Lakara also. We will see that later. Don't worry. So now for Nit Lakara, these 4 Lakaras, Uttama Purusha, Sakara will drop. Uttama Purusha at the end of the Sakara, Uttama Purusha Pratyaya, Sakara at the end of the Uttama Purusha Pratyaya, that is only for the Parasmapada Pratyaya, because Atmanepada Pratyaya, we don't have Sakara. Therefore, Sakara, when we say Sakara of the Uttama Purusha Pratyaya, it means Atmanepada Pratyaya, that will drop for these 4 Lakaras. So, Sakarantasya, Uttamasya, Nit Uttamasya, Siddhanta Kaumadikara says. Sakarantasya, Nit Uttamasya. Nit means Nit Lakarasya, Uttamasya, Uttama Purusha Pratyayasya, Sakarasya. Sakara, where it should be? At the end, Alontasya Paribhasha is up to be applied. At the end of the Pratyaya. Sakara at the end of the Pratyaya of the Nit Lakara, right? Uttama Purusha. That will be dropped. Nityam. Nityam means no choice, mandatorily should be dropped. So therefore only we have abhavava, abhavama, like that. Okay, then Itascha, next sutra you see. Itascha says, Nit, again, for this, what are the anuvritti? Nitaha, coming as anuvritti. Itascha for that sutra, Nityam Nitaha, coming as anuvritti.
Lopaha also.
Lopaha, of course. Lopaha coming as anuvritti. Sa Uttamasya not required. Nityam Nitaha, Lopaha. So Nitlakarasya Itaha Nityam Lopaha Bhavati. Nitlakarasya, and not for Atmanepadi, only for Parasmaipadi. How do you know it is Parasmaipadi? Because
Mas
Ta
Madhya
Atamja
Karma.
Tasadandam It Vagi Magi. Right? There Ikara is the Ikara. Where is Ikara there? Ta Atamja Tasadandam It Vagi Magi. So there no changes happen. Okay. There no change happens, therefore the change is not applicable for Atmanepada Pratyayas, only for the Parasmapada Pratyaya. Okay. So Ikara in Ting Pratyaya associated with Nit Lakara is subject to Lopa always. Is subject to always. Lopa. Nit Lakara Sambandhinaha Ikarasya Nityam Lopaha Bhavati. And it is only for the Parasmay Padeshu. Kashika Kara says Parasmay Padeshu. Nitaha. Nitaha Lakarasya. That is Nit Lakara Sambandhinaha Ikarasya. Nityam Lopaha Bhavati. The vritti of the sutra as a deficiency. Okay. So here, Parasmay Pada, it's in fact in the sutra it is there. It should be brought down as anuvritti. That would be better. Because we have in Atmanepada, It Vahi Mahi is there. Right? In Atmanepada, we have It Vahi Mahi. Ta Atamjam, Data Atamja, Tasa Atamjam, It Vahi Mahi. There also E is there. Will that E will be dropped? No. For Atmanepada, it is not dropped. Atmanepada,
Oh,
Uttama Purusha, we have E Vahi Mahi. So that we don't want to drop. That E must be there. right? Alabe, alabavahi, alabamahi, that is the form we get, right? Alabe, alabavahi, alabamahi. So therefore, it is not for the Atmanepada Pratyaya, it is only for the Uttama, it is only for the Parasmapada Pratyaya. So therefore, here I have added a note. In the case of Siddhanta Kaumudi, no problem, and Kashika also no problem, because I have mentioned Parasmai Padam, Ikarantam. For Parasmai Pada Pratyaya, Nit Lakarasya, Parasmai Pada Pratyayasya, Ikarasya, Antima Varnasya Ikarasya, Nityam Lopaha Bhavati. Kashika also says Parasmai Padeshu iti. But this vritti, this is Pratama vritti. Pratama vritti is by Yajna, Brahmadatta Yajnasu. By him, it was written Pratama vritti. There, Parasmai Pada is not mentioned. That I have added a note. The vritti for the sutram Pratama vritti has few deficiencies. It doesn't include Atmanepada, therefore can cause lopa of E in it pratyaya, Uttama Purusha, Ekavachanam. That is undesirable. Right? Therefore, Kashika Kada says Parasmai Padeshu. Please add Parasmai Padeshu, it's very important. So even though in the Sutra Pata you don't see that Parasmai Padeshu in bold letter, but still you can bring that as Anuvrutti. So Lopaha Parasmai Padeshu for Itascha Sutra. Okay. So by that, only for Parasmai Pada Pratyaya it happens. Second thing is one Ling Lakara is there, which we will see later. Don't worry about that. I have written a point here that we will see later, not now. Because we are not going to see Ling Lakara now. This point you can note. Sutram itascha lopaha parasmai padeshu. Siddhanta Kaumadikara, in fact, his version, the sutra is Parasmai Padeshu brings us Anuvrutti. Therefore, the complete sutra is Itascha Lopaha Parasmai Padeshu. So, Parasmai Padanam Pratyayanam Itaha is Shashti Vibhakti. So, Parasmai Padanam Pratyayanam Nitlakarasya Itaha Ikarasya Lopaha Bhavati. And Ikara means what Ikara? We have to bring in the Paribhasha. So, Ikarantasya Angasya. Not Angasya, Kshametam. This is about the Pratyaya we're talking about. Ikarantasya Parasmai Padasya Pratyayasya Antyasya Alaha. Alantyasya Paribhasha also we can bring. So, Ikara at the end of the Parasmai Pada Pratyaya, not any other Ikara. Only it should be at the end. Only at the end means only at the end for that Alantyasya. And Parasmai Padeshu, the sutra, when you bring that the Anuvrutti, the word as Anuvrutti, when it comes to this sutra, the sutra is Itaha. Itaha is Shashti Bhakti. And Parasmai Padeshu, when you bring that word as Anuvrutti for this sutra, you can change that Parasmai Padeshu into Parasmai Padanam. Parasmai Padanam. Now both are Shashti Bhakti. Both are Shashti Bhakti. This is the Visheshana. This is the Visheshya. Therefore, we can apply Tadanta Vidhi. So, Ikarantasya Parasmai Pada Pratyayanam. You can say like that. Then Alontyasya Antima Varnasya. Antya Varnasya Alaha. Antya Varnasya Alaha Lopaha Bhavati. We can make like the vritti like this. So Parasmai Padeshu becomes Parasmai Padanam. That's called Vivakti Parinama. Because Saptami Vibhakti has got no meaning there. So Siddhanta Kaumadikara brings the word Parasmai Padeshu as Anuvrutti and convert that into a Shashti Vibhakti. Therefore, Parasmai Padanam becomes the Visheshya and Itaha becomes Visheshana. Therefore, we can apply Tadanta Vidhi So ikarantasya parasmaipada pratyayanam. Parasmaipada pratyaya ending with the ikara, then applying alontyasya vidhi, that ikara will go away by this Siddhanta Kamatikara explains. That is better in fact. Nitaha lasya parasmaipadam ikarantam yat tasya lopaha bhavati. This is what I have explained here. Here I have written. Itascha lopaha parasmai padeshu. By doing the vibhakti parinama to the sixty case, making it parasmai padanam. Now the word itaha in the 60 case, which is in the 60 case, can be taken as visheshanam for the visheshya parasmai padanam. Then applying the Tadanta vidhi, we have ikarantasya parasmai padasya pratyasya antyasya alaha lopaha bhavati. So only for parasmai pada pratyaya having ikara at the end of the nitlakara will become lopaha mandatorily. So by that what happens? Tip becomes takara because T is a T, E goes away. Similarly, jontaha, anti E goes away. Then takara may be there. But takara, what happened to takara? The takara at the end of the padam. So sayogantasya lopaha. What is sutra? By that takara also will go away. After, no, it goes away, then you have un. That is what I have shown in the PowerPoint. Un alone will be there, not ant. Because this is going to be at the end of the padam. Dhatu plus pratyaya. Tingantam, kriya padam, right? So antima varna will be
Yes.
conjunct consonant. What will happen to the conjunct consonant at the end of the padam? Sayogantasya lopaha, 8 to 23. That will apply. The last letter will drop. The takara goes away, therefore un. And here C, E goes away. So these three are done. And here it was thus is replaced by tam. Here thus is replaced by ta. And here it was tha is replaced by tha. And here mip was there. But mip is replaced by therefore there is no e. So don't apply itascha here because tastas tamipam tantantamaha. By that is the mip is replaced by therefore there is no e. Understand?
Understand.
So goes away. Then here bus and mas. What happened to sakara? Sa uttamasya. Sa uttamasya
Lopaha.
by that sutra, that is nityam nitaha, that goes away. Right? So by that we get these pratyas corresponding to lang lakara. Now after that, okay, after this done. So here please you can note point. Nit lakara
One
nam
question.
yeah.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah, ask.
Can I? What? Because just one confusion. You said itaha is visheshana and parasmai padantanam, parasmai
Parasmai
padantanam
padeshu is itaha
visheshya.
parasmai padeshu. Yes.
But it shouldn't be itaha visheshya and parasmai padeshu visheshana, meaning it, um, the, the visheshya, the important one is itaha, which is the itaha of the parasmaipada, of the parasmaipada.
Parasmai padanam. Okay.
Or maybe I cannot understand correctly this visheshya.
Ikara of the parasmai pada pratyaya. Ikara of the parasmai pada pratyaya. Parasmai pada pratyaya is qualified by itaha. Ikara at the end of the parasmai pada pratyaya. So parasmai pada pratyaya is qualified by itaha. If you take it as the other way, then what will happen? Then you cannot apply tadanta vidhi. Okay, if you take the other way, what will happen?
Well, it's not any E, right? It's a E of the parasmaipada.
Yes, E of the Parasmipada, and at the end, that is also important, right?
Yes.
So Parasmipada is there and Itaha is there. Ita. Now, if you apply Tadanta Vidhi, Parasmi Padantasya Itasya, you will say Parasmi Padantasya Itasya, which is Visheshana, which is Visheshya. Ikarasya. Parasmi Padantasya Ikarasya. Or Ikarantasya Parasmi Padasya. Parasmi Padantasya Ikarasya. It has no meaning. Parasmi Padantasya Ikarasya means Ikara is Visheshya and Parasmi Padantasya is Visheshanam. When you say Parasmi Padantasya Ikarasya, don't try to translate it into English, it will become same. It looks like that in English. In English, we have problem. Parasmi Padantasya Ikarasya. Ikara at the end of which there is Parasmi Pada. Meaningless. Parasmi.
Okay, understand.
Ikarantasya Parasmi Padasya is Ikara at the end of the Parasmi Pada Pratyaya. Parasmi Padanta. Okay. But if you make it like this, that will not be meaningful.
Okay, understood.
Parasmai Pada at the end of which what? Ikara. Is it the man? No. That is not the meaning, right? There is no meaning at all.
Yes, understand. I see this.
That
I think the English
white
will
coated
not help.
Rama. Rama was having a white coat. White coat Rama. Huh? Rama having suppose white coat. One just saying white coated Rama. White coated Rama or Rama white coated. Which one is Visheshana, which is Visheshya? Of course, in the
Visheshya,
context depends. In the context, which is you want to present as Visheshana, Visheshya, that difference. There
yes,
are many people are there, and you are distinguishing Rama by saying that white coated person, the white coated person, Rama, you say. Not, the Rama is it's a Visheshanam to the white coated. Vivaksha is you want to distinguish Rama among other people because Rama is only wearing white coat, so white coated Rama, right? You want to
yes,
distinguish Rama from other people, therefore that person who is wearing a white coat is Rama. If you suppose if you make it is like white coat and Rama, then among then in this case Visheshanam is Rama. So how do you interpret this? Among the this is Rama's Visheshanam is it's not maybe the context of finding out Rama among other people, it's not applicable. You cannot have Rama as a Visheshanam to white coat. In the context of having many people and you want to isolate Rama, you specify Rama by saying white coated Rama. So white coated becomes adjective to Rama in that context. It is contextual. White coat can have Rama as Visheshana. That context is different context. But possible, I'm saying. But even English, I don't know how to interpret. It's difficult. So as we have here, Visheshana, Visheshya. So to here also, this is meaningful, right? Or you
Yeah,
take
but
a flower,
okay, because because
white
we want
flower.
to say the ikara that it's in the at the end of the
Ikara at the
parasmapada.
end of the Parasmapada. So Parasmapada is what type of Parasmapada when you ask? That Parasmapada which is ending with Ikara, you have to qualify the Parasmapada. Not you are qualifying Ikara by the Parasmapada. Parasmapada Pratyayasya Lopaha Bhavati we say. What type of Parasmapada, which Parasmapada? Oh, that Parasmapada having Ikara at the end. So you are saying giving a Visheshanam.
Understood.
There are many flowers, white is Visheshanam. And if you make flower and white, this is also valid. Sentence is valid, flower white, but context is different. There are many different types of white is there, and that white, that is or the flower, that white I'm talking about. But that is not the context. The context is talking about a flower which is white in color because there are many the flowers with different colors. I am talking about the white color, white flower. Okay. Similarly, here also the context you take that what parasme padas pratyasya itaha lopaha bhavati sutram says. See, itascha you bring anuvritti. Parasme pada you make it into a shashti. So making the vibhakti parinama. Parasmai padana itaha lopaha bhavati. This is what sutra says. Right? Parasmai padanam itaha lopaha bhavati. So ikara of the parasmai pada becomes lopaha. Ikara of the parasmai pada lopaha means parasmai padanam itaha lopaha bhavati. Even when you write like this, if you understand it is okay. But question comes, itaha para that parasmai padanam itaha ikara is qualified by parasmai pada pratyaya. Parasmai padanam, I'll make it padasya. Parasmai padasya itaha lopaha bhavati. Parasmai padasya itaha lopaha bhavati. Ikara of the parasmai pada will become lopaha. Now, ikara, where the ikara is in the parasmai pada? At the end or beginning or middle? That question comes. When that question comes, at the end only, tadanta vidhi. For tadanta vidhi, visheshana, to the visheshana only you have to add the anta, the word. And vishesha will be there as it is. So, we have to find which is vishesha, which is visheshana. If we take parasmai pada to be the visheshana, then what happens? Parasmai padantasya itaha. Does it make sense? Parasmai padantasya itaha. Does it make sense? No.
That makes sense.
Itaha parasmai padantasya. Parasmai pada at the end of ikara, meaningless. So it cannot be. Then change it. Itaha parasmai padam. Parasmai padasya. Now, parasmai pada is qualified by itaha. Now, this is visheshanam. Visheshanatva. Now we can say ikarantasya parasmai pada pratyayanam. It makes sense.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Understood.
Anyway, this is little tricky. Okay. Yes. Understand? Itascha. So therefore, ikara goes away. That's what is here. It is right. Understand? Okay. Other things are not required. This is what I have written here. So therefore, applying tadanta vidhi ikarantasya parasmai padasya, and the last letter also you have to tell because otherwise the whole thing will go away. Ikara at the end of parasmai pada means that parasmai pada entire thing will go away. throw the baby along with the bath water. No. Last letter of that pratyaya will alone become lopaha. Therefore, antyasya laha you have to say. So, Lagu Siddhanta Kaumadikara says, Nitaha lasya, that is Nit Lakara, that 4 Nit Lakara, 4 plus 1, 5. Parasmai Padam, Ikarantam Yat. That Parasmai Pada, which is ending with Ikara, Tadantasya, Tadanta Vidhi say, Tadantasya, Ikarasya Lopaha Bhavati. This is a different way of saying. Okay, you can say it anyway. So, Nitlakarana Mishaye, Parasmai Padasya Pratyaye, Vidyamanasya, Ikarasya, Lopaha Bhavati. That Ikara should be at the end. That is understood. Okay. So, therefore, is it clear?
Yes.
But what about the Mip Pratyaya? Mip Pratyasya, Nitlakarasya, Tastastamipam Tantan Tamaha by that Sutra, Ammadesha already ordained. It's going to be ordained by the next Sutra. Therefore, there we don't have Ikara. Mip, that me, E is not there because it is replaced by Therefore, there this Sutra will not apply. Understand? The
Yes.
current Sutra, Itascha will not apply. Is it clear? So, therefore,
Yes.
accepting that in the place of T, Pratham Purusha Ekavachanam, Bhagavachanam, Madhyam Purusha Ekavachanam, the Sutra will apply. Itascha will apply. Tip will become Takara, Sip will become Sakara, Anti will become Ant, and Takara goes away, Sayoganta Silopaha, at 3 places. Next Sutra says, Tastastamipam Tantan Tamaha. 4 Adeshas, 4 Stani and 4 Adeshas. So, Yata Sankyam Anudesha Samanam, by that Paribhasha, 4 people, 4 chair. Remember that example. Right? So, for the Nitalakaras, Tas is Prathama Purusha Dvivachanam, Tas is Madhyama Purusha Dvivachanam, Tha Bhagavachanam, and Mip Uttam Purusha Ekavachanam. These are respectively replaced by Tam, Tam, Ta, and Right? Yata Sankyam Anudesha Samanam. By that Paribhasha. Okay. And next sutra is Attagama for the Nitalakara. Not all the Nitalakara will take Attagama. Lung, Lung, Ring. Not in the case of Vidling. The Ling Lakara not there. Ling Lakara not there. It means Ashi Ling also not there. So Lung, Lung, and Ring will take Attagama. Attagama for the Pratyaya or the Dhatu. Pratyaya will not take Attagama. So for the Dhatu. How do you know it is a Dhatu? 6471. Dhatu is 6471 is what section? Angasya.
Angasya.
What is the Anga? Dhatu. Therefore, Dhatu only. Even though the word Dhatu not there, Anuvritti. But you have to understand, it is for the Dhatu. Right? Yes or no? Because Angasya is there. Angasya Adhikara. That is why Adhikara is important. There is no word Dhatu specified. Lung Lang Ringshu Udatahat Udataha. Where is the word Dhatu? Dhatu not there. This is Angasya Adhikara. Angasya. Anga Sanya is there with regard to the Pratyaya. So when Pratyaya follows, the Anga will get Attagama. What Pratyaya follows? Lung, Lang, Ringshu. Right? Those are the Pratyayas. Lung Lakara Pratyaya, Lang Lakara Pratyaya, Ring Lakara Pratyaya follows. Follows what? Follows the Anga. Anga must be therefore Dhatu. That Dhatu will take Attagama. Understand? And if it is Ajadi Dhatu, Attagama. We will see that sutra in the next class. Okay.
Yes. And why this Udata is there? I cannot understand.
Okay. At Udata and Swara of the Attagama is Udata. So there are Swara Prakriya. The Udata is not important for us. In the
Okay.
context this Udata, the Swara handle in the context of Samasa and other places, it's important. We don't have to worry about Udata. Okay. Even Pratyaya has also got Swara. Anudhatau, Supitau, it's being chanted. All these are Swara Prakriya. So don't worry about the Swara Prakriya. Okay,
Okay.
we are
So
not interested.
is telling
Mm.
this art that is added to the dhatu
See, because
will be udata.
generally they say all the agamas are anudata, but this is udata.
Okay.
So that is why udata the word is there. Otherwise, why udata is required? They say generally that's one paribhasha, default paribhasha is all agamas are anudata. So, but what about this agama, atagama? If udata is not there, then it will be anudata. It is not. So by this, anudata is given. Okay, that it's all discussed under Swara Prakriya. So we won't discuss as far as not required. So we can skip that. Okay. Some special case. You don't have to worry about that. Right? We'll stop here. Om Purnamadah Purnamidham Purnat Purnamudachyate
Namudachyate
Purnasya
Purnasya
Purnamadhaya
Purnamadaya
Purnameva
Purnameva
Vashishyate
Vashishyate.
Om Shanti
Om Shanti
Shanti Shanti
Shanti
Hari Om
Shanti
Shri
Hari Om
Gurubhyo
Shri
Namaha
Gurubhyo Namaha.
Hari
Harihi
Om
Om.
Dhanyavadaha.
Dhanyavada. Thank you so much.
Dhanyavadaha. Swara Prakriya and all may be useful for Chandasi Vishaye or for forming compound, etc. But for us Laukika Bhashayam, it's not that much important. That is why we don't focus. I also don't give study much importance to Swara Prakriya. But we
Okay.
need to know some of the swaras in the case of Dhatu and all we know. Like Anudatangitaha, Atmane Padam, etc. Right? That is okay.
Yes.
Eka Chanudata will be neat Dhatus. That is for find out whether Dhatu is neat or set. So for that purpose it is used. But here we don't require. Okay. So we don't, that's why we don't focus on this.
Right.
Okay. Dhanyawad.